So, how do you shift your relationship to availability, and what kind of results can that produce? Okay, so firstly, you'll know from my previous videos that I'm a real fan of becoming aware of the identity that you currently have in place. And so it's really important that you get clarity about which identity is available, like who are you being, when are you going to start being that person, and when are you going to stop? So if you're a parent, it is true that you are responsible for your child all the time, but once they're at school, there's a certain amount of that responsibility that's handed over. So you can be less available to be a parent and more available to be in your work or be having a day to yourself. And the key thing is that the identity that's in charge will trigger emotional response if it thinks you shouldn't be that available. Like you'll feel guilty, you'll feel naughty even, like indulgent. Like some of my clients really do think that the work I do with them is more like pampering rather than preparing them to be great in every area of their life. And to be great in certain areas of life, you have to be not available in other areas of life, okay? So you could literally work down the center of the body and look at, are you available just because you say yes to something? And because you say yes to something, do you have to continue to be available? Sometimes the circumstances shift and actually it's appropriate to say, I'm really sorry, I can't do that now. And you don't have to have an emotional charge about it. It's just, can we reschedule, or could you find somebody else to do that, okay? Freeing up this area then through here allows your communication to be way more powerful and direct, and for people to accept your yes and your no. So if you're not experiencing people honoring when you say no to something, like they still badger you, they try and persuade and convince you, you may look at, am I too available in the area of agreeing with what other people want, or am I not allowing myself to be unavailable in certain areas of my life, okay? Equally, if you can move down the body, you look at the pelvic line and the base of the spine, where we look at things like satisfaction and fulfillment. If you are making satisfaction and fulfillment available to others, so you are accommodating their needs, you are compromising for yourself, but you are assuming that other people are not going to do that for you, so you have to bend over backwards, that's the language, and you are not expecting others to give an inch, then you are setting up a dynamic which is unequal and unfair, okay? And you'll have upset the whole way through that experience. Before you do anything, you're already upset because you know that you're going to walk into a situation, you're going to have to give a mile and they're going to give an inch, okay? Equally, you will not experience excitement, so excitement won't be available for you, because the best you can hope for is that things are not so weighed against you that there's almost no point in doing it, okay? So you can actually open up and make available for yourself excitement, enthusiasm, in areas where you feel like, oh, why am I even bothering? You can actually start to dismantle that experience and give yourself some drive and momentum by making sure that availability is equally coming from you and being asked for from your environment. It's not selfish, it's not demanding, it's actually fair for you to ask your environment and the people in it to be as available as you are, okay? And any identity that's giving you any other ideas, like I have to move my schedule, I have to put up with people cancelling on me, then that identity is already set up to be imbalanced. And in the body, that allows flexibility along the spine. It can help with major issues like lower back pain. It can allow postural adaptations where you might be over to one side more than another to actually start to equalize, because the availability inside and out from one side of the body to another starts to become more even, okay? So you let me know when you're available, how these videos have impacted you, what you've started to find coming into your space, resources, opportunities that were not available to you before, as you bring consciousness to the concept of availability. I look forward to hearing from you.